No, I think he's shown us a picture of the horizon above the crosshairs.
So you
He's
think
the
he
only
deliberately?
person other than OLM that's just said it as well.
So
They're
you
the
think he
only two
deliberately
people that I've
pointed?
ever heard that say that.
So Beth, you think he deliberately pointed his auto level down at the water
Do you think?
purposely, and then took a picture of it
Do you think you can
and then
do that with
presented
an
it?
auto level, people?
Sure. I mean, is that what you think he did?
Theodolite, people.
Is that what you think he did?
Theodolite, people.
What? Okay. What do you think he did? How did he get the crosshairs below the
He
horizon?
just tilted it down.
Is that what you think he did?
Yeah,
Okay. Well, that's your opinion.
yeah.
So
Want me to get you?
even though we know,
I'll
even though
get you
we
the
all know he
pictures.
didn't do that, and he wouldn't present something like that, knowing full and well that he purposely pointed it down below the horizon, right?
Yeah, he shouldn't.
I don't think
Should
he
he?
would purposely do that. I don't think anybody would purposely do that.
I
You
would
don't.
say someone would do that.
In your mind, there is no refractive condition atmosphere could stuff in that would cause that phenomenon. Is that what you're saying, Bill?
I've never seen it.
Possible.
Yes, I've never seen the horizon or the land that should be parallel lift above that. Never seen it ever, apart from with the picture that I'm going to show you in a minute.
Yet we've got an observation from George that shows it,
Yeah.
and your contention is George faked it. Okay.
No, George just might
What
have
if it
not
wasn't
set
on
his
purpose?
equipment up properly. Yeah, yeah.
I'm pretty sure George is well aware of how to set up his equipment.
Well, you'd think so.
Yeah,
I'm not so sure.
I would
Yeah.
guarantee he's well aware of how to set up his equipment.
Okay. So that's one, and then that's the other one.
So
Can you
See,
even
there you go. Look at that. Check them
calibrate
two
it
out.
at this level?
And that's over 2.7 miles.
Why do you think he would show? Why do you think he would show that?
What?
Why do you think he would show that?
I don't know. What do you think it shows to you?
Probably to show us the effects of the conditions in that day and the effect it had on the observation.
What effect do you think it did have on the observation?
I mean, you're looking at it.
What he was doing.
Yeah. Like you can
I'm
see,
pretty sure
it
if you
looks
wanted
like
to-
you can see a bit of land behind it as well. Like, are you sure that looks like it's?
If you wanted, you could ask George, say, "Hey, man, what were the conditions on that day that
did.
gave you that observation?" What did he
did.
tell you? What did he say?
He said he didn't do anything. Although he did give up, that guy from Maine.
Did he tell
he said
you?
that
No,
he didn't
Beth,
know how to set his equipment
relax.
up, but George definitely didn't.
Beth, did he tell you the conditions on that day and why he got the results he did? Did you ask him that question?
Well, why should I have done? You should do coaching lessons next time we get into a debate. I'll be sure to ask you to
So you don't care
sum
about
up the question
conditions
list
of the day.
for us.
So you wouldn't care about the conditions on that day?
No, I was just shocked that I saw somebody that said the horizon rose above the crosshairs.
And again,
I found it fantastical. I thought
and
it was amazing that somebody could do that, and I was absolutely certain he hadn't set his equipment up properly.
Did he?
But
again,
he said
did you
no,
ask him,
definitely he'd set
Beth,
his equipment up properly because
did
he
you
knows
ask
what
him,
he's
hey,
doing, doesn't he?
Hey, this looks pretty crazy. What were
Yeah.
the conditions on that day?
No, like I said, hey, this looks pretty crazy, George. Are you sure
Yeah.
you didn't make a mistake
Are you-
and not
and-
set up your equipment properly?
But did you also ask him, hey, what were the conditions on that day?
No, I've just
Why,
people.
why wouldn't you
Listen,
ask him that?
no, I
Why would you?
didn't.
Why would you not? Why would you not ask him that?
Because,
I'm
as
pretty
you
sure that had a
know,
lot to do with
George
that
obfuscates like
observation.
fuck as soon as you start.
Sounds like
So
you're
I
off.
asked him
No,
about that,
Bill.
and he just went off.
Yeah, you're accusing somebody of obfuscating is a little disingenuous, pal. That's about
Yeah.
all you do.
What
Pretty
do you mean?
much. I'm asking you a direct question and why you didn't ask him about. The
I
conditions on
didn't
that day.
ask him it,
Well, why
people.
not?
You've only just
Well, you
this
should- well, you-
moment asked me about it.
Well, you're presenting this as like, wow, I think because he set his equipment up improperly, and that's not the case.
No, I'm just
George
saying.
specifically says it was the
George,
conditions.
people. I'm saying George is the only person, apart from OLM, that I've just heard say it, that has said this. I've showed you the pictures, and I've told you my opinion of it, right? You can have your own opinion. Nobody's saying you have to take my opinion on. It's just what I
did I
think.
say?
You can do whatever you want. You can ask
Yeah,
George
What
yourself.
did I say that you're quoting me on?
You said something about the horizon rising to eye level.
Yeah, I was giving an example of parroting that flat earthers do.
Oh.
Yeah, and
They were
an
parroting
example of that is
George.
saying
like I
something
say.
without understanding what the words mean.
Who's a
That's
flat
what
earther
parrots
here?
do.
Yeah, but I said that's what I was saying. George is the only person I've ever heard saying that.
I've
So
heard
are
many
you
flat
saying
earthers.
that
If-
they
in
are
fact, if you
parroting
watch my
George?
video on that, Bev, I've made a video called "The Flat Earthers Admit That It Doesn't Rise to Eye Level" because it was
doesn't
clear.
rise
And
to
the
eye
fact of
level.
the matter is, it used to be said a lot.
By whom? As I
And
say, I've
eventually-
never
eventually you
heard
guys are
anyone
slowly
say it
realizing one by one that it's not true.
other than
Congratulations.
George. So George says it, right? Are you okay with
No,
that?
George doesn't say that.
I've
Look,
heard-
he's got
I've heard lots
pictures
that.
of
So
it.
I prove in my
Hey,
video, I show that
Fucking hell.
you do a YouTube search, yeah, and you'll see lots of flat Earth channels claiming that. Not me.
Yeah, that was
Get it
one
straight.
of the main claims in the
I've
beginning.
never
Absolutely.
heard any of them other
Well,
than
your
George.
ignorance of something is not proof of anything.
I'm just giving you
The
the
horizon
pictures
can't
and
rise
telling
to eye
you.
level because there's a distance between your feet and your eyes. So
That was a pretty solid claim of flat earthers a while ago. I don't know what happened.
Oh, it was constant.
Yeah, to be fair
I
though,
think-
they have let
I
off
think
on
you're
that.
making
Thank
it
God.
up. You know,
Mm,
I think you're
yeah,
making it
you
up.
would think
Well,
that.
the-
You would think that, Bev.
Only because it's too easy to show that that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay. So is
We've
that why
shown it many
George
times.
is saying
it was
it now
you guys
then?
that started claiming it for us,
No.
pushing us into claiming it. It's like, no,
We can pull up many videos where that's the claim.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like we're making progress, you know? We had SE admitting that LIGO picks up gravitational waves. It's like bits and pieces, baby steps.
And you and Bev, you see the difference in those two pictures you posted? Notice how the one on the bottom is like kind of compressed.
Pushed.
Yeah.
You don't think that would have anything to do with the atmosphere on that day, don't you?
I just
Well, I
think it
think
looks like
that-
it's from a completely different position, and with the crosshairs in the wrong position also. But that's just me, you know.
That's
like I
that
say.
same sequence of video that George I saw, I don't know, 8 months or a year ago, I think it was. It was all shot on the same day, I believe. Didn't move the auto level.
Well, it's like I say, it's not what it looks like to me, but hey, you can do what you want, think what you want. But it looks in that picture like it's above the crosshairs, like i.e.
Yeah.
above eye level.
And that was the reason, as I understood it, George was making that series of videos to show why it is you don't want to be making these sorts of measurements
So the
late in the
flat
afternoon.
earth- George was
when the
showing that
refraction
the
gets really
flat
bad.
earthers of old were correct when they said it rose above the eye level, right? It, in fact, not to eye level, beyond. George has done. He's gone one step beyond than that.
There's no reason to believe it wouldn't.
Well, so
There's
like when OLM
right
was
set of
just saying
conditions.
it was like it was fun and laughing and people were parroting it. I guess we can forget about that now then, right?
At the right place. You know, this is how you get the black swan picture. At the right place. You know, this is how you get the black swan picture. At the right place. You know, this is how you get the black swan picture.
Shore to shore. Ranty's doing that one, isn't he? Yeah, we've seen that.
This is exactly how you make a black swan picture.
By making the horizon rise above the eye level.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the old flat earther claims.
You can't see the shoreline on the 6 miles away. The upper picture.
You know,
You can sure as hell see it in the lower
pretty
one.
soon you guys might want wanting to live on a two-dimensional surface. You never know. Sounds like you're going the right way.
No, I think the explanation is quite simple.